All right, my name is Ruben. I'm a musician and do ministry in the church, and now I'm the group coordinator of Mission of Hope. And I'm in Bible school, try to be a minister, a pastor, do ministry, and so January 12th was first day of class since New Year. So we had a break on December 22nd and came out of school on January 12th. So around 4:50 something, I was in class and the teacher was talking about healing. He was teaching us about healing, good stuff. And suddenly the building started shaking, and it was shaking like so strong that everybody was kind of scared. We didn't know what it was. I thought it was a gunshotting. I thought it was a bulldozer passing in the street. But I realized it was more than that when I saw concrete blocks falling different places all over. So I wanted to get out. I stood up and tried to take me out, but there was too much student in the class. 68 students, one in different direction. Everybody panicked, so there was no way I could get in the door. And I tried to get in the door, but the door collapsed. So we all inside, and I was going in the direction, and there was a guy coming in the same direction with me, and we just hit face to face. My face and his face hit together. But I was smaller than him. I fell on my back, and he fell on me. So by the time for me to push him, so he can get off my stomach, but I could see the big piece of concrete blocks falling on his back. It was like a huge, bigger than that table, and fall on his back, bang. And then, that was really heavy, and that thing hit me too, because I was under this guy, and the thing hit his back, so it hit me and made me, it was hard to breathe, and I think this power, kind of hurt my body and made me kind of passed out for me, because I thought I was dreaming. It was like I was in a dream when the thing hit me. I felt like dizzy for a while, and then I had to wait for 15 minutes until it could get clear, because it was really thirsty. I couldn't see a while, and after 50 minutes or something like that, I started seeing all the students screaming, and I realized it wasn't a dream, it was something really serious. So turning my head around, I saw all of them screaming, a lot of blood, and this guy, I got wet with his blood, this guy that was me. And then all of my friends was around sick. First of all, they were crying, screaming. But in the middle of the time, they realized that maybe they're gonna die there. But they started like praising God and worship God and pray. And then I started doing the same thing, because if you know you're gonna die, you have to just confess your sin and make you ready for heaven. So I started confess my sin and get ready. And in the middle of the time, I feel like, okay, it's good. I'm ready. I was ready. And then, most of them, before they died, I could see them like peacefully relaxed. Some were like, you could see a smile of joy in the face. And then before they passed away, and then I was watching a lot of the kids passed away. So. And then there was a girl lay down close to me. She was singing "Great Is Thy Faithfulness." That was a good song. She kept singing that song for over 10 minutes before she passed away. So that was a really good experience. Somehow good for me to pass through the situation, and that make me a better person, and make me want to make a difference, make me want to do something, make me want to work hard. That's make me don't want to stop, and just want to move, want to do something serious. That's the best thing. But the bad part of the situation, emotionally, I made down. I was like, it's hard to sleep sometimes, hard to think straight, but still I'm standing, still standing. Yeah, that's God do that. So God is the best doctor, he's the best counselor, he's the best guy that can help you with emotion. And I think he did. But, still I miss them, and that day will never leave my head.
So many of us try to find our purpose in life. Do you think you found it that day?
After when I got here to the mission around 11:45, almost 12 that night, and and I realized that God has a perfect, great, big, strong, serious plan for my life. And that's why since that day I just closed my book. I mean, I didn't have a book that I was writing my plans, but let's figure that I have a book and I just close it and I just stop planning for me and stop thinking about my own. You know what I mean? Just dedicate my life to God. I say, God, you know, right now my life is not my own. I just give you everything and then show me your way, you know, do the rest. Because, I mean, being in that day and get out alive, I didn't even have a leg missing, a arm missing. That's a blessing. And there was like 56 kids in my class died. You know, and then there was, all of them, they took them out 1 week after. So that means they got so bad. They didn't have a chance to go to the funeral. And maybe some of them went to the mass grave, I don't know. But anyway, and I got in 12, got out alive, and a couple of weeks later, I went to see the director of the school, and he took me to two kids' house, and there was one that don't have a leg, they cut it. There was one that would never walk anymore. So I mean, 10 now can walk. So that's just a blessing, you know. It's weird, man. And I was thinking, if this guy wasn't on my stomach, what would happen? I would die. So God do things, and it's hurt me that he died. You know what I mean? It hurt me that I couldn't do something. But God is God, and God is good.
Well, you must have been working in your heart too before then, because what was your life growing up like here before you even went to Bible school? Difficult?
Yeah, it was kind of difficult. I was running around, you know, searching for something you never find. You're like running around crazy, but when God wants you, there's a corner. You're gonna be in a corner where you don't know where to go. God's gonna put you somewhere. I mean, that happened many times. It happened to a lot of people. They keep doing crazy things, but one day God's gonna put a hand on them. Like the same thing He did for Paul. You know, I mean, something like that can happen. Something like that happened to me. God just says, hey, right now I'm gonna take you now, and just bang, take me. So.
All right, when we go back home, why should we tell people to help Mission of Hope? I mean, you've worked here now for a while and you understand what's going on here.
You know, I've been going here 10 years ago, and this is about mission. 10 years ago, there was no school in this area, and I didn't have a chance to get a school for free, to get a meal a day when I go to school. I had to go all the way to Puerto Rico to school, and it was really hard time school. I had to get off the bus at the station and then walk for 45 minutes to my school. And it was hot. It was hard day. But I live 1 mile from Mission of Hope. If that school was there, I would just walk here or take a tap and come to that school. I think that's a blessing to have a school. Really blessing. And it's good if somebody can send money to support the school. I mean, the kids on that school, it would just make a difference. There was a short story. There was 3 guys that were walking by the ocean. They were all walking by the ocean, and they 3 guys, and they could see a lot, 100,000 of starfish outside of the ocean dying. And they say, well, we don't have a truck, we can't put them back to the ocean. They all gonna die. But there was one guy that said, okay, I need to make a difference. You just take one of them and throw it back to the ocean. Give life to one of them. So I think just want to make a difference. So Haiti needs your prayer right now, and Haiti needs your help. I mean, just with the small thing you have, you can make a difference. Like the guy that take one starfish from 100,000, you can make a difference. Just make a difference how you can.
Thank you very much.
All right.